Good morning. It is Tuesday, March 31st. We are at the last day of March. And today we are in week 3, day 11 of online learning. So we have done 11 days so far, or today we're going to do 11 days. Today we're going to wrap up our Shakespeare unit, and we're going to take a virtual tour of the Globe Theater. And the Globe Theater is where all of Shakespeare's plays were performed. It has certain features, and we're going to be able to see that online by looking at this website and kind of virtually touring it. Now remember, the Globe Theater existed many, many years ago. So the first time that Romeo and Juliet was said to be performed there was in 1594, which is over 400 years ago. So we're going to see what it was like 400 years ago when people watched the same play that we watched and read in class. Pretty cool. All right, so let me get out of here and show you what you're going to do. So on Google Classroom, it has directions and it has the assignment. So you're going to watch the video that you're watching right now. You're going to open the assignment that's attached and you're going to complete it. And I'll show you how to complete it in this video. Our objective for today is we will tour the Globe Theater virtually and write in response to our experience. This is due on Thursday, so you have 48 hours to complete it. When it's graded basically based on completion, so you have 70 points for completing it, 20 points for doing it in complete sentences, and 10 points for doing the heading on your paper. Okay. So when I open this assignment, it's going to look like this. And you're going to fill in the top part, you're going to read the directions, and then you're going to fill in down here. I'm going to show you on an example. So this is my example. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in my heading. So I had to fill in my name. I had to fill in my teacher's names, which is Mrs. Pagano, Mrs. Cooper. I had to fill in the course. Actually, you didn't have to fill it in. I did that for you. You're welcome. And then the date. All right. And then it starts off here with the title, and then it gives you a quote, which I'll read to you. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. And so this is from another Shakespearean play called As You Like It. And it's a very famous quote that people often talk about, where Shakespeare compares how you act in real life to how his actors act in his plays. All right, and then this gets all crafty. It says, thy assignment. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open this link to this website. Here is the website. So when you open this link here, you click here, it's going to bring you to this website. And it is actually 360 degrees. So you can pull this all the way around and you're going to see the whole inside. You can also see, like, if you go up, you can see the bottom. You can also see up to the sky. And all of these little circles are different features of the theater. And so the first part of this assignment is really for you to click around and just read about the different features. So when you click on one, it'll bring you up and it'll tell you something about the theater. So this one says, on the 29th of June, 1613, during a performance of Henry VIII, a piece of wadding from the stage cannon set fire to the thatched roof and burned the Globe Theater to the ground. Crazy. So at one point, this whole thing was covered with like hay and it burned to the ground. Crazy. All right. Ooh. The Globe's pillars, which hold the roof over the stage, are 28 feet high and are made from 2 oak trees, painted to look like marble. That's really interesting and pretty. 2 oak trees. Oak trees are huge. I love this. This is so pretty. So this might be something that I think I might want to write about. So let's look at it. The gilded ribs of the heavens divide the canopy into panels. The painted sky is adorned with a sun, a moon, signs of the zodiac, and the central panel hides a trap door. Interesting. So this must be the canopy. So I'm actually I'm going to write about the canopy for one of my features. So when I come down here, I have to pick a feature and I have to figure out, so I just see how it didn't tell me that that was the canopy. I kind of had to figure it out from reading and thinking about it. The gilded ribs of the heavens divide the canopy. So this is divided up into panels, so I know it's the canopy. So I'm going to write here the canopy. Okay. And now I'm going to put into complete sentences my commentary about the canopy. What do you notice or think about this feature? Okay, so the first thing I notice or think about the feature is I think it's really beautiful. This feature is really beautiful. I notice the contrasting colors of gold and navy blue. Then it says, how is it similar or different from the theater today? Or why did you choose this feature? So here I can pick. I don't have to answer both questions. I need to answer one. And I'm going to answer the second one. Why did I choose this feature? Oh, wait, I made an error. This feature is really beautiful. I notice the contrasting colors of gold and navy blue. Okay, I have to check my work. So now I'm going to answer this. Why did I choose this feature? And then it gives me some help. It said, did it surprise you? Not really. Did it remind you of something you've seen before? Did it amuse me? No. I think I picked this feature because I just thought it was really, really beautiful. And I thought it must have, some significance. And I did learn that it was painted with the sun, the moon, the signs of the zodiac, and that it had a trap door. So let me add that. So I chose this feature because of its beauty at first. Then, when I read about it, it surprised me because it includes pictures of the sun, the moon, and zodiac symbols. It also surprised me because the middle of the canopy has a trap door. I wonder what the trap door was used for and if it was used during the play Romeo and Juliet. Now I had to go back through and fix my grammar. So I noticed that I misspelled Romeo, but I did capitalize him and Juliet and because. Okay, now make sure that, did I answer all the questions? Yes. Did I write using complete sentences? Yes. Did I check my grammar? Yes. So now I need to go back and I need to find two other features. So I need two more. And I'm going to fill them in with a little paragraph. Notice that I didn't really only write one or two sentences. I really took my time and answered the questions. So as I go around, I'm going to pick some other features. Let's see if I can get out of here. Okay, so here's something. The actor's view. The stage columns, like the globe itself, are actually polygonal rather than perfectly round. Due to the 16th century methods used in construction, each column is a 64-sided shape. So this, I might put in here the columns as the feature, and I might talk about what I learned about them and that it surprises me that they have 64 sides. They're not actually round. And so I'm going to do that again with three other features, and they're all over. You can read about some really interesting features, including the roof, and some other things about where people would stand, like on the ground. They were called groundlings. So have some fun with it. Look around, fill in your chart. You should do all three. If you have any questions, please email us. Our office hours are 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Or by appointment. You can always make an appointment to meet with us. But if you want to do that, just email us so we know.